Hello, everyone. We are here with Anna from Venezuela, and she's going to share a little bit about her experience at FIU with the Career Accelerator program. So, Anna, I'm going to let you take it away straight away. Share what your major was, what your goals are, anything that you'd like to share about yourself.
Sure. Well, hi everyone. My name's Ana Pacela. I'm from Venezuela, Maracay, Venezuela. I got to the US 4 years ago. I started studying marketing and international business at FIU in 2016, and I graduated last December. At the beginning, I was like I didn't know what to do. I wasn't sure if that was the right major for me. But well, here I am right now, graduated and working for a great brand. It's called Guerlain from LVMH. It's a fragrance and cosmetic brand. So yeah, it's been great so far.
Awesome. Yeah, thanks for sharing that. I know you have a really cool opportunity right now. We want to hear all about that. First, let's back it up just a little bit. Back to 2016, the very first semester you were at campus. You mentioned you weren't sure what you wanted to do, but what were at the time when you first got to FIU, before you even heard about the Career Accelerator program and other things on campus? What were you feeling at the time, and what were some of the biggest challenges that you were facing?
Sure. Yeah. Well, so back then I was, of course, very excited to be here in the US. It was a completely new experience for me, and it was something that I've always wanted to do since I was very young, like to come to the US to study. So I was very, very excited to be in the US finally, but at the same time, I was very nervous. Well, especially because it's a whole new thing, new country. I was by myself. I didn't came here with my family or anything. Yeah, I mentioned I wasn't sure of what I wanted to do, what I wanted to study. So I mean, it was pretty like uncertain what like the future looked like. So that was kind of very scary at the same time for me. As you know, as you can see, it was like a whole mix of feelings, like nervousness, excitement. But yeah, I mean, since I didn't know what to do, I started looking for different resources at FIU. And FIU offers a lot of them, and I that's when I got to finally found about CAPS, the Career Accelerator program, which was something that really helped me kind of like better know myself, and like as I knew myself better, like better know what I wanted to do in the future and better know who I wanted to be. So I feel like that was a very good thing that happened to me, to finally found something that kind of like led the way kind of to where I wanted to be and who I wanted to be. So yeah, I mean, that was great.
Yeah, and I'm sure that a lot of students, especially first semester students, experience that kind of cocktail of emotions that you were describing, being excited and super nervous at the same time, not knowing what to do or you know who could help you at the time. And I know that you got involved with a lot of things, both on and off campus throughout your time at FIU. And you mentioned one of the things you did was the Career Accelerator program, help you become a little bit understand, a little bit more clear on who you are and the direction you want to go. But share how you very first heard about the Career Accelerator program in the first place, and then what was so interesting about it to you, and why did you decide to join?
Sure. So how I first heard about it, the program, is because I was part of Global First Year, and John, you were part of that program as well. We're one of the people that work in there, and you were doing the working with the Career Accelerator program. And I remember, one of the first things that I remember from Global is what was you like inviting us new students to listen more about this program. And I remember you talking about like the benefits that it had, and especially not only about like better self-discovery, which was something that was very interesting to me because I've never thought about that, like how to discover myself. Like there are some things that we really didn't even notice before. So that was something that really caught my attention. And also not only about like the self-discovery thing, but also about the professional development that it's included in the program. I remember like I wanted to work, I wanted to be involved, I wanted to meet new people, and just not be studying at FIU, but just like actually being involved and having, more stuff to do other than just going to class and coming back to my dorm. So I remember like one of the things that you said was like having like a good LinkedIn profile, like a good resume, cover letter, all this stuff. And all this stuff was like very new to me. And I was like, I felt like so lost. So I was like, no, like I need to join this program. I need to, like learn a little bit more about everything that they're offering. So that's one of the, I feel like that was one of the big things that I did at FIU, especially because I did it at the beginning. So I felt like that gave me like a little bit more advantage than other people that do it like later in their career, just because they think, oh, I'm gonna graduate, so I need to, make my resume better just when they're about to graduate. And I feel like that's something that you really need to work on, throughout your career when you're studying. And I remember like you pushing us as the people that were in CAPS, like to go to different events that were happening at FIU, such as I remember I went to it was like a alumni event. So I went there and I talked to people that were like in their careers that were interesting to me, so that I could learn more about what they were doing, how their jobs were, and learn if that was something that was appealing to me. And at the same time, I was like, making connections and meeting new people. So that was very good. I also went to the career fair, my first career fair. I went because of CAPS, because they were pushing me to go. And I feel like that was a very good thing, even though I wasn't, ready to have an internship, because I was like very, very new, or, like I have a job because I wasn't graduating already. It was very good, just kind of like to practice, kind of like how to network, how to talk to people, how to have that elevator speech, how to present myself, how to present my resume. So I felt like that was really like a good training for when the time came. So I feel like that was very beneficial.
Great. Yeah. Thanks for sharing all of that. And I'm glad to hear everything that you said. You
Yeah,
discovered a little bit about yourself, worked on some of those professional development issues, your resume, your LinkedIn profile. You went and attended all those events, career fairs, alumni events, and made connections. And I know that you've gotten some really great results as a consequence of all that. So share a little bit about some of the experiences and maybe jobs or internships that you've had since you completed the Career Accelerator program.
for sure. Well, so I've had while I was in school, I worked in the South Beach One Input Festival. That was something kind of like my first job. Well, first I was that global first year orientation leader, so that was very good. That was very cool. That was part of my global first year experience. So I had to kind of I was the orientation leader for the new students. That was very cool because I got to meet the new students and kind of like talk to them about FIU and my experience, and kind of like the things that they were going to expect of the those incoming years. So that was very nice. Then I was a South Beach South. I worked for the Subi Fest as a coordinator for them. So I coordinated some of the events, and I recruited volunteers. So that was very cool because I got to meet as well a lot of new people, and had that like job experience, which I didn't have before. And after that, I found an internship that was in a social media agency in Fort Lauderdale. That was very cool as well. But after that, I had another internship in Hasbro, as a marketing intern. That was so cool. I got to travel to Rhode Island, where their headquarters are, and I got to learn a lot. I met as well like a lot of new people, and one of the things that I liked a lot about that experience is that I wasn't in Miami, so I had like a different exposure of how things work in that different state. Because here in Miami, like you're used to work with a lot of international people, like mostly Latin people. But in Rhode Island, there weren't like as many Latins. So it was very cool to have that kind of work experience, that to learn more about the culture over there. And yeah, that was pretty amazing. I After that, I had last year actually, I had a summer internship with Cummins. which is an engine business, very very big. I was an account executive, so over there I was doing like a lot of analysis in pricings, previous pricing, and that gave me a lot of skills and helped me develop a lot of skills in Excel, which I think were like very very crucial, are very crucial for the job that I currently have. So that was a very good thing. Right now I'm a junior business analyst for the company that I'm working for, Gerlan. So I analyze a lot of the sales, all of the sales that they're having for Latin America and other stuff, and all of this I did with Excel. So I feel like if I hadn't had that experience, previous experience in all of my internships, especially the one of last year, I wouldn't be able to work or to be where I am right now, to be where I am right now. So I feel like it's very important to start whatever you are, and like start, you know, trying to do the things that you like and trying to discover yourself so that you can be where you want to be, if that makes sense, to you know, to get where you want to be, and where work where you want to work and do the things that you want to do, just, you know, for you to be happy and enjoy life. I feel like that's something very special, and at the end, that's what really counts.
Yeah, great. And what an inspirational story. All those experiences that you've had throughout, you know, the past 4 years or so. I've enjoyed kind of witnessing your journey along the sidelines. And it really all started by just simply getting involved and then learning a little bit and then getting your first experience, developing some skills. And now you've got all these skills that you're bringing into your new role. And I'm sure all of that will compound into, you know, just an even more awesome opportunity for you in the future. Um,
I
so,
hope,
so
yes.
yeah, well, actually, tell us just briefly, what are some of your goals for the future? What are some of the best things you're learning right now in your role, and how do you see that playing into your future goals?
Sure. Well, so one of my goals, it's to work on a multinational company, which I'm doing right now. I'm working at a multinational company, and one of the things why I want to do that is because I really like to travel, and as I said, I like to learn about the different cultures, different experience where uh, the jobs entails in different countries. So that's something that I'm really interested in. I would like to work not only in the US but also in different countries, and kind of like, you know, to have that taste, that sense of how things really work in different places. I feel like that's something very interesting, and that's something that really makes you think. So that's why I feel it's something that I enjoy. I would like to have in the future very high position in the marketing level, kind of like to think the strategy for a different, for a brand, the communication strategy, kind of those things. And I feel like, you know, I'm in good track right now. I'm working at a multinational company, and it's something that I really enjoy. I love the people from the company, the culture, and I feel that's something really important, you know, like to be comfortable where you are, because or that I feel like once you're comfortable where like working with the people, you start, you know, you do things better, you do things good just because you're feeling good. So I feel like that's something very important. And yeah, I mean, that's my career goal right now, to be like at a multinational company in a very high level marketing position.
Mhm.
I really like the entrepreneurial side as well. So, I mean, I might go, I don't know, maybe have that adventure, like to have my own company as well. I don't know about it, about what yet. Right now, I just have like a little bake shop or in a little like jewelry stuff that I'm selling, but it's, you know, it's not anything big yet. Just
Well,
yet.
do you want to share? Do you want to share quickly what you're up to? What is that little thing that's going to grow into something big?
Sure. So, well, yeah. Right now, I have a big kind of like bakery shop through Instagram. So I sell my baked goods through Instagram that I bake with my mom, because she's in the US right now. So she's been here for 2 years, I think. So so yeah. I mean, like we've been into that, and we sell like different stuff like brownies and like baked goods from Venezuela, so that we make. And I mean, it's been good. We just started like this January, But it's been good. We've had sales, and we're growing into social media, so it's been good. I also have this jewelry stuff that I sell. It's called Pache Complementos, and so yeah, it's jewelry that I make and that that I make and that I sell into social media through Instagram. Right now, I'm working on selling through websites, not only like Instagram itself, but I want to have like I'm working on having my own website for the brand. So yeah, that's something that I'm working on and that I'm very excited about. And I mean, I feel it's good, just because you have like something that you like, as my job that I have right now, it doesn't mean that you cannot have, like a side hustle and have that other thing that you really like. So I mean, I'm very happy right now. I'm still working on it and trying to improve every single day. But yeah, I mean, that's it.
Great, great. Excellent to hear, Anna. And I just wanted to say that not too long ago, you shared with me that your professional brand was that you are a creative marketing leader. And I just wanted to say that you are really living up to that brand. And we're also proud of you at Global First Year. And we're looking forward to continuing to see how your journey unfolds.
Yay, thank you so much. Thank you. You've been you CAPS, the whole program have been like a very crucial part of all this journey. So yeah, thank you.
Oh, with pleasure. A final question for you before we go. For those students who are going to be coming into Global First Year, or maybe they're here right now in their first semester, and they have some goals, maybe they're not quite sure what they want to do, and they see all the opportunities to get involved on campus. They hear about them at least, things like the Career Accelerator program, but they're not sure if they have the time or not sure if they're going to do it. What would be your advice to that student who's in that place?
Well, I would say, first off, like take things slowly. I feel like sometimes we get like too stressed about the things that we should do and we should not do. But I feel like at the beginning is where you would have more time, because then you'll get like more like harder classes, and maybe you would need to spend more time studying. So I would say like just start going to that thing that you really want to go to that club that you really want to join, go to cabs. They can have like they can really introduce you, and as he said, they can really help you kind of like help self-discover yourself. So I feel like that's something really crucial as well, for you to start joining the things that you wanted to join, that you want to do. So yeah, I mean, I feel like it's very important to be involved and start doing. I feel like going to class and just studying and having good grades, it's not um like that whole studying experience. I feel like you would need to really go and meet new people and be involved in the things that you want to do, just so that you have something else to do, not just studying. I mean, studies are very important, you always need to do good in your studies, but also at the same time you kind of like need that balance as well, I feel like.
Got it. Yeah. Well, thank you so much for that, Anna, and thank you so much for taking the time to share your experience with us today. We really appreciate you being here.
No, thank you, John. I'm always happy to share my experiences.
Oh, great. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.